honored to nominate one of our nation's most brilliant and gifted legal minds to the Supreme Court. She is a woman of unparalleled achievement, towering intellect, sterling credentials, and unyielding loyalty to the Constitution, Judge Amy Coney Barrett.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I am deeply honored by the confidence that you have placed in me. And I am so grateful to you and the First Lady, to the Vice President and the Second Lady, and to so many others here for your kindness on this rather overwhelming occasion. I fully understand that this is a momentous decision for a president. And if the Senate does me the honor of confirming me, I pledge to discharge the responsibilities of this job to the very best of my ability. I love the United States, and I love the United States Constitution. I am truly humbled by the prospect of serving on the Supreme Court. Should I be confirmed, I will be mindful of who came before me. The flag of the United States is still flying at half-staff in memory of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg to mark the end of a great American life. Justice Ginsburg began her career at a time when women were not welcome in the legal profession. But she not only broke glass ceilings, she smashed them. For that, she has won the admiration of women across the country and indeed all over the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna end right here.
She was a woman of enormous talent and consequence.
You already saw who Donald Trump has selected. I think my mind doesn't fail me. Amy Coney Barrett, and to the Supreme Court. Seems like a very brilliant lady. You saw what she said. She's there to defend the Constitution. She loves the United States. That's what we need. And thank you, Donald Trump, for selecting her. Our president, he's just wise. He selected the best. There's a lot of them were good, but he chose to get the best, the top of the line. You know, I don't blame him because that's the way it should be. Before I end this video, I'm going to show you a video of what the communists are all about at the end of this. I'm going to leave you like I'm trying to do with Cuba. I want you to see that the same tactics that are being used against the American people by Antifa, BLM, supported by the Democrats, and George Soros, financed by George Soros, and the whole DNC, is the same tactics that the communists are using in Cuba. It's the same thing. It's the same tactics. Once they're in power, it's going to be the same thing they're going to do with the American people in order to enslave them and to lower them to the level of extreme poverty. It's going to happen that way. Before I start, I wanted to say good morning. Today's Sunday. My name is Eduardo Rodriguez. I want to send a salute to all my fellow veterans of the DAV, for which I am a member, and to veterans of all organizations. And never forget those who have made the ultimate sacrifice in order to keep our country free, which now the Democrats are determined, using lies, using tactics by hanging the Bible under, like Pelosi, hanging the Bible or walking around with a Bible. She's lying through her teeth. You don't see Donald Trump doing that. What he's doing is he's showing with laws that he puts out, that he signs, and to defend Christianity. You know, he's showing with evidence, with actions, not like Pelosi does with lies, or Joe Biden lying, or Kamala Harris lying through their teeth. And they are anti-Christ. They are anti-Christ. If you support a terrorist organization or a criminal, murderous regime makes you a liar. You're an anti-Christian. If you support abortion like they do, you're anti-Christian. The Bible says you shall not kill. And that's what they're doing. They're sanctioning killing, the murdering of babies. And they have people in the organization who are determined to murder all those who do not abide by their religion or their precepts. So, like I say, I'm going to show at the last end of this, I'm going to show you another video before I show the last one. But we have to be careful with these people. They're accusing Donald Trump of what they are doing, of what they are accused of. Antifa, Black Lives Matter, they're a racist, fascist, terrorist organization. And then they accused Trump, even with Pelosi, even with Kamala, who says they're essential. Coming out of Kamala, well, you can't expect anything else from a communist female. So I'm going to go with this video here and show you what is true fascism, what is true communism, what is true racism. Watch this here. This video from Next News Network. The other one, wait, let me see what the other one was from. I'm going to try this before. Okay, it was The Blaze. Just in case YouTube decides they want to ban me from YouTube because they say I'm violating rights, which is all a lie. It's all a communist, leftist lie in order to ban me and to censor my conservative voice. So be careful, YouTube. Don't think I'm stupid and I'm going to put my hand behind my back and just let it go this time. The next time, I'm going to take other legal actions.
So how do you keep the silent majority silent?
Listen to this.
Intimidation. And we're seeing that all across America. We've seen Trump supporters assaulted. We've seen people stealing signs from front yards. But this next report, it really takes the cake. And it was the one sign in this person's yard that triggered the BLM to destroy a Minnesota family's home. We're going to show you the local news report in a moment. But if this is your first time visiting the Next News Network channel, tap the red button down below to subscribe.
And that's the tactics the communists are using. Intimidation, terror.
Go further. Did you know that Bitcoin is up 70%?
If you don't abide by their rules, they'll burn your business down, destroy you, turn you into a pauper.
Great rewards. Listen to the trends and call Noble Bitcoin today. That number 877.
So watch this video, and then you're going to see the last video, which I'm going to try to explain because it's in Spanish, for what communism really is, and true fascism and racism.
All right, let's go into
Listen to this.
100% FedArt reports the left has been ramping up their efforts to strike fear into the hearts of Americans who dare to publicly show their support for President Trump.
Look at that.
Take a look at this. Unbelievable. It happened Wednesday night. A Minneapolis family home with Trump flags flying in the front yard. It was burned. The husband and wife, along with their 5-year-old son and 2-month-old baby girl, asleep in their home when it was allegedly set on fire.
That's true
Words,
racism.
2020, an Antifa anarchy symbol.
Terrorism.
Were spray painted on the garage door. Let's take a look
And
at
fascism.
this local news report.
Look at that.
I heard just a big
And they call us the fascists.
or a bang.
And the
first thing
racist.
for me was my kids, my wife. What's going on?
Deanna Mola snapped these images of her family's garage, trucks, and trailer as they burned shortly after 3 this morning. Graffiti on the garage said Biden 2020, BLM, and the anarchy symbol of an A with a circle around it. 2 3x5 Trump flags were on the trailer and truck. Dennis Mola saw 3 people running from the home. He focused on getting his children ages 2 and 5 months out.
Our family's safe. That's the main thing. All this is material. It's all material.
Yeah.
It's not as important as our families.
The family says they got these flags a week ago after Dennis, a contractor, got into a dispute at a work site over his support for Trump. They say ever since they've had them up, people have been driving by the house slowly, some even taking pictures.
We're
But-
very happy to be alive and praise God that we're
Yeah.
alive.
The family was also able to save 4 puppies from the smoke-filled garage. Their home suffered minor damage. They can't believe someone targeted them for their political beliefs.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And that's how you keep the silent majority silent. And that's why November is going to be a rude awakening for all the radical leftists out there.
Just shocked me. This kind of stuff should not happen, especially over beliefs of some sort.
One of the couple's surveillance cameras was blocked just before the explosion. Other surveillance cameras have been turned over to authorities.
So, a tragic story there. We have a copy of the police report here, and it says about the suspicious fire, and this is why people are afraid to show support for President Trump. The silent majority is very real. Comment below. We'll see you at the next report for the Next News Network.
Okay.
I'm Gary French.
I want it right here.
Thank you for watching that report. Let's talk about Bitcoin now. It's really grown up. It's made 70.
Preparing the last one, which I want to show you from Cuba. It's the same thing. It's the same tactics that the communists are using here in the U.S. You cannot speak. You cannot carry a T-shirt that says shows pride for being an American. You know, because they'll slap a hat off your head, or they'll punch you, or they'll even kill you. This is what's happening. It's the same tactics the communists have always used, and I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. These people, I can prove they're racist. I'm going to show you just a few minutes, a few seconds, or a minute. This man whose last name was Moya, seems like he's Hispanic descent. Why, if they're not racist, if BLM and Antifa is not racist, why they attack them? Just because of the sign? That's to prove that they want to impose their will upon us. So be careful. Oh, the state of Florida, don't forget to vote for Maria Elvira Salazar for Congress. She'll put a stop to these communist terrorists. And Donald Trump, let's see if we can do like we did in Venezuela, where we froze the accounts of the communists and passed it on to Juan Guaido. Let's do the same thing with Cuba. Let's freeze the accounts of the communists in Cuba and pass it on to Jose Daniel Ferrer Garcia as temporary president of Cuba until there's free elections. Without communism, without Islamism, without fascism and Nazism, because they do not deserve to be in a free society, in public service, which they want to destroy. Okay? It's not a violation of rights. It's a violation of our rights to put people who wants to destroy our rights. That's what it is. You can see it right there in the video I just showed you. So I'm going to go with this last one, and I'm leaving. Donald Trump, I always pray for you and your family, that God protect you always. The same with Mike Pence. I stand with God and Israel eternally, and God bless our country eternally. So I'll see you guys soon. Have a nice Sunday, and bye-bye. I'm going to translate. They have security there, throwing rocks. This is people from the state security throwing rocks at a house of people who oppose the government or denounce the violation of rights in Cuba and denounce the abuses and the lack of food, medication, and the terrible education system, transportation system, and health system. That's what these people are attacked for no other reason. They are threatening their lives and threatening to injure them by throwing rocks. And it's no use to call the police there because they will do nothing. They will not even show up. What they'll do is they might show up, and what they'll do is they arrest the people that have been victimized, like these people right there. They're terrorized and victimized. Look at that. They're closing the windows of their homes because there's rocks being thrown at their houses. Just like Black Lives Matter do and Antifa does in the U.S. It's the same tactics of the communists. They're using the same tactics. These people are in a state of panic because they know their lives are in jeopardy. These communists are true terrorists, and they have no shame. They think their system's going to be there forever. I hope someday, and pray to God that someday this nightmare which the Cuban people are suffering under this communist, hellish, criminal regime stops immediately. The same with Venezuela, the same with Nicaragua, the same with North Korea, and China too. Even though they have open to free marketing, it's still an oppressive and harmful regime. Look at that. Look at that. With children inside the house, terrorizing and threatening the family by throwing rocks. That's what you get under communism. That's what some people, that's what BLM and Antifa wants for you. God bless you all. Bye-bye.